back. Remember, defense stocks have been called the Modi trade for really long. And even recently, with the sweeping victory in Maharashtra state, defense became a great trading cue for a lot of investors and traders on the street. Today might be a morning when some of those counters are quiet, but remember, with significant order wins in the last few weeks and the fact that these counters have been wealth creators, even though most big institutions don't actually have exposure to the stocks, it's been transient and made money for traders. Amit, and I'll start with that. Amit Anwani, research analyst of PL Capital, joins in. Amit, I want to start with just that, right? Defense as a space, while has been a wealth or a money bagger in the last many years, it's not been part of many institutions or mutual fund portfolios. A lot of people have viewed this sector very transient in nature. Right? So they've come in, bought the counter, made some money and checked out. Do you feel like that's about to change now? Or should change?
Right, thanks. Yeah, thanks for having me. So I think first perspective, you see there's a lot of IPOs which came 6-7 years back in defense, including HAL, and we saw GRSC IPOs coming in. So all this, I think broadly, there has been a major change which has happened in the government stance in past 10 years to really open up the defense sector, localize in a big way in all the components which goes into defense, and try to reduce the import so that the sector becomes self-reliant, which is a lot of for a lot of components still dependent on the global supply chain. So you see major transition, I would say, or disruption has happened in defense in past 7-8 years. Now coming to the ownership, if you see gradually before all these IPOs came, Bharat Electronics used to be the mainstream defense stock, and where the government ownership is, I think, about 51-52%, and largely broadly owned by the institution for the longer term perspective. I think the issue with few of the companies might be the larger government ownership at 75-80%, with which might come down with OFSs, but it will be a long run. But having said that, specific to sector, if you see for many years, past 2 decades, there was a lot of focus on engine developments, and then LCA came, which all these programs were running for 20 years. But we saw major breakthroughs happening in past 5 years, and a lot of orders came in for production in past 2-3 years, and this very robust and strong order book finally coming for many defense companies to actually utilize their facilities for the faster pace of execution. So strategically, I would say the government policies has been very critical and focused to really open up the sector, and that has actually changed many things for the sector. Yeah.